Okay, we can explain another way of factorizing and solving quadratic equations, what we call completing the square. So sometimes the equation you cannot factorize it using the straightforward factorization or the hard factorization. So you can use another way. It's called completing the square. So for example, I've got this. And to factorize that completing the square, you take the b value divided by 2, then you square it. And then you add and subtract that value. So x squared plus 4x. Half of 4 is 2. Square it is 4. So I'm going to add 4, then take away 4. Always add first. And then you've got those two values in here. Those three terms, you can factorize it. And that gives you that square, because the number that you add two factors multiply together to give you 4, add together to give you 4, which is 2. And because it's repeated, both two 2's like this. So I'm just gonna, so I've got two factors like that. This can be written as square. Minus 9 equals 0. Now rearrange to solve it. Square root both sides. Positive negative 3. So x equal negative 3 plus 2, or x equal positive 3. Oh, sorry, that's minus 2 because you're rearranging. So that gives me x equal negative 5 or x equal to 1. Can take another example. So if we have x squared plus 6x minus 10 equals 0. So again, we take the value of b, we divide it by 2, then we square it. So we've got x squared, so 6 divided by 2 equal to 3. So plus 6x, plus, it's always the plus first. So add 3 squared is 9. Take away 9 minus 10 equal 0. Now, so this one here, factorize those three terms, gives me x plus 3 all square. And then this one here, we've got negative 19 equal 0. Now to solve it, rearrange, square root, and then I've got x equal positive square root of 9 minus 3, or x equal negative square root of 9 plus 3, minus 3. Those are the two solutions. You can find the decimal value for that. We'll do one more example before we move into a bit harder equations. So we could get x squared minus 8x plus 4 equals 0. And now to factorize this using the completing the square, remember you have the b, which is 4, square it is 16. So I've got x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus 16 plus 4 equals 0. And then taking those three would be minus 4 this time, because I need minus 8 whole square, and that's negative 16 plus 4 is negative 12 equals 0. So x minus 4 all 16 equals positive 12. Square root both sides. Positive negative square root of 12. So it's either x equal negative square root of 12 plus 4 or x equal positive square root of 12 plus 4. Now sometimes the quadratic, the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So for example, could have it a little bit harder this time. Let's say take 6x squared plus 4x minus 2 equals 0. So you want to factorize this using completing the square. You must, before you can use completing the square, you must have the coefficient of x squared is 1. So that's why we're going to divide by 6. All the terms divide by 6. So I've got x squared plus 4 over 6x minus 2 over 6 equals 0. Try to simplify before you can divide anything. So that's give me 2 over 3 x minus 1 over 3 equals 0. So now same, we take the b, we half it. So this time obviously halving it's a little bit. So divide by 2 over 3 is the b, divide by 2. And that gives me, using your fractions, okay, simplify, you get 1 over 3. And that's why you're going to x squared plus 2 over 3, square it. Now it's 1 over 9, so I'm going to add 1 over 9 minus 1 over 9 minus 1 over 3 is already from here equals 0. So now taking those three terms and factorize it. So I've got x is always the 1 over 3, the one you halved it, that's the one that you're going to put in here. Sorry, there is x in here. So I've got positive 1 over 3 square. And then you add those two, and that's give me 3 over 9. So negative 4 over 9. You can use your calculator for that. And now rearrange. Now you do square roots. Don't need the brackets anymore because I'm square rooting. Equal positive negative 2 over 3. So either x equal negative 2 over 3 minus 1 over 3, and that gives me negative 1, or x equal positive 2 over 3 minus 1 over 3, and that's give me 1/3. So those are two values of x. So remember, in completing the square, the coefficient of x squared must be 1. So if it's not 1, you must divide everything by the coefficient of x squared, and then you can start completing the square. So you have to prepare your equation first before you start doing completing the square.